Have you ever been jolted awake at 3 a.m. by the searing pain of a leg cramp? That sudden, vicious tightening that makes you gasp for air? Or maybe you've watched helplessly as your elderly parent clutched their calf in agony, their face contorted with pain that came out of nowhere? These aren't just inconvenient muscle spasms. For seniors, leg cramps can be truly debilitating. They strike without warning, during peaceful sleep, while walking to the bathroom, or even when simply trying to stand up from a chair. What starts as occasional discomfort can quickly spiral into a cycle of fear and limitation. Many seniors begin avoiding activities they once enjoyed because they're terrified another painful episode might strike. Some even develop a fear of going to bed at night, knowing the agony that might await them. But here's what most people don't realize. These painful muscle contractions aren't just an inevitable part of aging that you have to accept. They're often your body's desperate signal that it's missing specific nutrients it needs to function properly. What if I told you that adding just 3 specific foods to your diet could significantly reduce or even eliminate these painful episodes? Foods that are probably sitting in your kitchen right now? In this video, I'll reveal 3 must-eat foods that scientific research shows can prevent leg cramps while simultaneously strengthening your leg muscles. Foods that work by targeting the exact deficiencies that trigger cramping in the first place. And I promise, the third one might surprise you. It's commonly overlooked, but contains a powerful combination of nutrients that work like nature's own muscle relaxant. I'll share exactly how much of each food you should eat, the best times to consume them for maximum benefit, and simple ways to incorporate them into meals you already enjoy. I'll even reveal which common medications can deplete these crucial nutrients, making your cramps worse without you even realizing it. Before we jump in, we want to give a warm welcome to anyone new here. We're so glad you found us. Be sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more practical tips that can dramatically improve your wellness and quality of life from elderly healthcare. Your journey to better health starts now, and we're thrilled to be on it with you. And hey, let us know where you're tuning in from by dropping your country in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the first surprising food that's packed with a mineral that acts like a natural muscle relaxant for your legs. Our first must-eat food might surprise you: nuts and seeds. I know what you're thinking. Really? How could something so simple make a difference? That's exactly what Martha, a 78-year-old grandmother from Ohio, thought when her daughter suggested adding a handful of pumpkin seeds and almond to her daily routine. Martha had been suffering from severe leg cramps for years, sometimes 3 or 4 episodes a night. She tried everything from potassium supplements to those wooden massage rollers advertised on TV. I was skeptical, Martha told me. At my age, you've heard every remedy under the sun. But after just 3 weeks of eating an ounce of pumpkin seeds daily, Martha noticed something remarkable. Her cramps had reduced by nearly 70%. For the first time in years, she was sleeping through the night without being woken by pain. It seemed too simple to be true, she said, but my sleep tracker confirmed it. I went from multiple cramping episodes to maybe one mild one per week. What Martha discovered was the power of magnesium, a mineral that acts as nature's own muscle relaxant. You see, magnesium plays a crucial role in how your muscles contract and, more importantly, how they relax. When your body doesn't have enough magnesium, your muscles can become hyperexcitable, triggering those sudden, painful contractions we call cramps. What's alarming is that nearly 80% of seniors are deficient in this critical mineral. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing magnesium from food. Add to that the fact that many modern foods are grown in magnesium-depleted soil, and you have a recipe for widespread deficiency. But the problem doesn't stop there. Many common medications that seniors take actually deplete magnesium levels even further. Blood pressure medications, especially diuretics or water pills, cause your kidneys to flush out magnesium. Acid reflux medications reduce absorption in your digestive tract. Even some antibiotics can bind to magnesium, preventing your body from using it. This creates a perfect storm where your muscles can't properly relax, leading to those middle-of-the-night Charlie horses that leave you gasping in pain. Now, Not all nuts and seeds are created equal when it comes to fighting leg cramps. Pumpkin seeds are the undisputed champion, packing an impressive 168 milligrams of magnesium per ounce. That's about 40% of your daily needs in just a small handful. They also contain zinc and manganese, which work alongside magnesium to support muscle function. Almonds are another excellent choice, with 77 milligrams of magnesium per ounce. They also provide calcium, creating that perfect balance between minerals that your muscles need to contract and relax properly. Pistachios not only offer magnesium, but are surprisingly high in potassium, another electrolyte crucial for preventing cramps. Then there's walnuts. While slightly lower in magnesium, they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation in muscle tissue. This is particularly important if you notice your cramps worsen after physical activity or during changes in weather. I know what many of you are thinking. Aren't nuts high in fat and calories? Should seniors be eating these daily? This is one of the biggest misconceptions about nuts and seeds. Yes, they contain healthy fats, but these fats actually improve circulation, ensuring your muscles receive adequate oxygen and nutrients. Better circulation means fewer cramps, especially those nighttime leg cramps caused by poor blood flow. Another common mistake is reaching for salted nuts, thinking the added sodium helps with electrolyte balance. In reality, excess sodium can disrupt the very electrolyte balance you're trying to maintain and may even trigger dehydration, a major cause of muscle cramps. Some seniors also make the mistake of eating too many nuts at once. Since nuts and seeds are fiber-rich, consuming large amounts can cause digestive discomfort. The key is moderation and consistency. So what's the ideal approach? For most seniors, 1 ounce of nuts or seeds daily is perfect. That's about 24 almonds, 49 pistachios, or 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. Instead of eating them all at once, try dividing this portion throughout the day. For maximum cramp prevention, consume some nuts or seeds about an hour before bedtime. This timing helps maintain magnesium levels during those critical nighttime hours when cramps often strike. Keep a small container of pumpkin seeds on your nightstand. If you wake with the beginning tingles of a cramp, eating just a teaspoon can sometimes stop it in its tracks. If you don't enjoy eating nuts and seeds on their own, try sprinkling them on salads or yogurt. Ground flax seeds can be stirred into oatmeal or smoothies. You can even try nut butters like almond butter spread on whole grain toast for a bedtime snack that fights cramps while you sleep. For enhanced absorption, pair your nuts and seeds with foods rich in vitamin D. This vitamin helps your body utilize magnesium more efficiently. A small piece of fatty fish with a side salad topped with pumpkin seeds creates the perfect cramp-fighting combination. While nuts and seeds provide excellent magnesium, our next food offers something equally important for leg cramp prevention that many seniors lack: a complete protein that rebuilds muscle tissue while supporting the nervous system in surprising ways. Our second must-eat food for preventing leg cramps might surprise you. It's the humble egg. Let me tell you about an interesting experiment that took place at Sunny Pines Retirement Community in Florida. The wellness director noticed an alarming trend. Nearly 60% of residents were regularly reporting painful nighttime leg cramps, despite medication and traditional treatments. After reading research on protein deficiency and muscle health, she implemented what she called the Morning Egg Initiative. It was simple. Each resident was served 2 eggs with their breakfast 3 times a week. Within just 45 days, reported nighttime cramping had decreased by an astonishing 68%. But what really caught everyone's attention wasn't just the reduction in pain. It was the visible improvement in mobility. Residents who had been using walkers started only needing canes. Those who had stopped attending social events due to fear of cramping were back in the community center. One 83-year-old gentleman even rejoined the morning walking group after being sidelined for over a year. So what makes eggs such a powerful remedy for leg cramps? It comes down to 3 critical nutrients that directly support muscle and nerve function. First, eggs are one of the highest quality protein sources available. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. By age 70, Many seniors have lost 25 to 30% of the muscle mass they had at 30. This muscle loss doesn't just make you weaker, it dramatically increases your risk for cramping. When muscles shrink, they become more prone to fatigue and improper contraction. Eggs provide all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to maintain and repair muscle tissue, directly combating this age-related muscle loss. A single large egg contains 6 grams of complete protein, which helps rebuild muscle fibers and reduce the muscle fatigue that often triggers cramps. Second, egg yolks are one of the few food sources of vitamin D. This is crucial because vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption and proper muscle contraction. Without adequate vitamin D, muscles cannot contract and relax efficiently, leading to painful spasms. Research shows that seniors with vitamin D deficiency experience up to 3 times more frequent and severe leg cramps. Since many older adults spend less time outdoors, dietary sources of vitamin D become even more important. Third, eggs are rich in vitamin B12, which plays a direct role in nerve function. When B12 levels are low, the signals between your brain and muscles can become impaired, resulting in misfired signals that trigger sudden, painful cramping. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to B12 deficiency due to decreased stomach acid production, which limits absorption. Common medications like metformin for diabetes or acid reflux drugs can further deplete B12 levels. But eggs contain some lesser-known nutrients that make them even more effective against leg cramps. Choline, abundant in egg yolks, helps maintain the protective sheath around your nerves, much like insulation on an electrical wire. When this insulation is strong, nerve signals travel correctly, reducing the risk of random muscle contractions. The specific proteins in eggs also support overnight muscle recovery. While you sleep, your body repairs damaged muscle tissue, but only if it has the right building blocks available. Consuming eggs provides these essential building blocks, helping prevent the muscle breakdown that often occurs during extended rest periods. What's fascinating is how the essential amino acid profile in eggs specifically targets the types of muscles found in your legs. The fast-twitch muscle fibers that make up much of your calf muscles, the ones most prone to cramping, particularly benefit from the leucine and lysine found in eggs. Now, I know many of you might be thinking, but what about cholesterol? I've been told to avoid eggs. This is perhaps the most persistent myth that keeps seniors from enjoying eggs regularly. Current research has conclusively shown that dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol levels for most people. The American Heart Association has removed their previous limits on egg consumption, acknowledging that eggs can be part of a heart-healthy diet. Another common mistake is eating only egg whites. While egg whites do contain protein, the yolk houses most of the vitamins and minerals that prevent cramping, particularly vitamin D, B12, and choline. By discarding the yolk, you're throwing away the most powerful cramp-fighting nutrients. Many people also believe eggs must be consumed at breakfast to be beneficial. The truth is, eggs can be eaten any time of day. In fact, some research suggests that protein consumption in the evening can better support overnight muscle recovery, exactly when leg cramps are most likely to strike. So how many eggs should seniors eat to prevent leg cramps? Research suggests that 6 to 7 eggs per week, or about 1 egg per day, provides optimal benefits without any downside for most people. If you have specific heart concerns or high cholesterol, speak with your doctor, but remember that current guidelines support moderate egg consumption even for those with cardiovascular issues. For maximum nutrient retention, soft or medium-boiled eggs are ideal, as excessive heat can degrade some of the B vitamins. However, scrambled or poached eggs are also excellent choices. The key is to avoid heavy frying in butter or oils, which adds unnecessary calories without additional benefits. For even better results, try pairing eggs with leafy greens like spinach or kale. The combination of egg protein with the additional minerals in greens creates a powerful cramp-fighting meal. A spinach omelet or boiled eggs in a salad makes a perfect lunch or dinner option. If nighttime cramping is your primary concern, consider having an egg with your evening meal. This provides your muscles with the protein and nutrients they need during the critical overnight hours when cramps most frequently occur. While eggs provide excellent protein and vitamins for muscle health, our final food contains a mineral that acts like nature's muscle relaxant. A simple fruit you probably already have in your kitchen that can stop leg cramps in their tracks. Our third must-eat food for preventing leg cramps is one you might already have sitting on your counter, the banana. I want to tell you about Harold, an 82-year-old retired mechanic who had been suffering from excruciating nocturnal leg cramps for nearly a decade. It had gotten so bad that he dreaded going to bed each night. He'd tried medications, stretching routines, even sleeping with a bar of soap under his sheets, an old wives' tale you might have heard. Nothing provided consistent relief. When his granddaughter, a nutritionist, suggested eating a banana each evening, Harold was more than skeptical. He was downright dismissive. How could something so simple help when nothing else had? But after particularly severe cramps left him unable to walk the following day, he decided he had nothing to lose. Harold started eating one medium banana an hour before bedtime, every night without fail. The first week, he noticed his cramps were less intense, but still present. By the end of the second week, something remarkable happened. He went 3 consecutive nights without a single cramp. After a month of this simple routine, his nighttime cramps had virtually disappeared. For the first time in years, Harold wasn't afraid to go to sleep. The magic behind bananas lies in their potassium content. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that plays a critical role in how your muscles contract and relax. Every muscle movement in your body, from a heartbeat to a blink, depends on the proper exchange of electrolytes like potassium across cell membranes. When potassium levels drop too low, a condition called hypokalemia, muscles become hyperexcitable. This means they're more likely to fire incorrectly, causing those sudden, involuntary contractions we experience as cramps. A medium banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium, roughly 12% of your daily needs, making it one of nature's best sources of this crucial mineral. What many people don't realize is how common potassium deficiency becomes as we age. Seniors are particularly vulnerable due to several factors. Many medications like diuretics, water pills, actively deplete potassium. Kidney function naturally declines with age affecting mineral balance, and many older adults simply consume less food overall, reducing their potassium intake. The connection between dehydration and cramping is also important to understand. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, making dehydration extremely common in seniors. When you're dehydrated, the electrolyte concentration in your muscles becomes imbalanced, creating perfect conditions for cramping. Bananas help in 2 ways. They provide potassium and have high water content, about 75% water, helping maintain both electrolyte balance and hydration. Beyond potassium, bananas contain vitamin B6, which supports nerve function and muscle recovery. B6 helps create neurotransmitters, the chemicals that carry signals between your nerves and muscles. When B6 levels are low, these signals can become irregular, increasing your risk of cramping. Research shows that seniors with adequate B6 levels experience fewer muscle spasms and better overall muscle function. But bananas offer some lesser-known benefits that make them especially effective against leg cramps. Their unique carbohydrate profile combines 3 types of natural sugars: sucrose, fructose, and glucose, along with fiber. This combination provides a sustained release of energy to your muscles, preventing the energy depletion that can trigger cramping during the night. Emerging research has found that certain compounds in bananas, specifically catecholamines, can improve circulation in your extremities. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles, reducing the buildup of cramp-causing waste products like lactic acid. Perhaps most fascinating is the connection between bananas and sleep quality. Bananas naturally contain both magnesium and tryptophan, the same amino acid found in turkey that makes you sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. Together, these compounds help relax muscles and promote the production of serotonin and melatonin, hormones that regulate sleep. Better sleep means less muscle tension, creating a beneficial cycle that reduces cramping. Now, I know many of you might have concerns about bananas, particularly if you're diabetic. It's true that bananas contain natural sugars, but a medium banana contains only about 14 grams of sugar, less than a single tablespoon of maple syrup. What's more, the fiber in bananas, about 3 grams, slows sugar absorption, making them a moderate glycemic index food. For diabetic seniors, pairing a banana with a protein source like a tablespoon of almond butter further reduces its glycemic impact. Another misconception involves banana ripeness. Many people don't realize that green and yellow bananas affect your body differently. As bananas ripen, some of their starch converts to sugar, changing their nutritional profile. For cramp prevention, a banana with slight green on the ends is ideal. It contains more resistant starch, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria and provides more sustained energy to muscles overnight. You may have also heard that bananas cause constipation. This is actually the opposite of the truth. Bananas are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, supporting healthy digestion. The confusion likely stems from the fact that unripe bananas can cause constipation, while very ripe ones actually have a mild laxative effect. So what's the ideal banana prescription for preventing leg cramps? For most seniors, one medium-sized banana daily is sufficient, though those with severe or frequent cramping may benefit from 2 per day. The banana should be moderately ripe. Yellow with just a hint of green at the ends provides the optimal nutrient profile for muscle health. Timing matters too. For preventing nocturnal cramps specifically, eat your banana 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. This allows the potassium and magnesium to be absorbed and available during those critical overnight hours when cramps typically strike. If you don't enjoy eating bananas whole, there are plenty of creative ways to incorporate them into your diet. Try slicing half a banana into your morning oatmeal, blending frozen banana chunks into smoothies, or mashing a ripe banana onto whole grain toast with a thin layer of almond butter for a potassium-rich snack. For those who really dislike the taste, you can even hide bananas in baked goods like whole grain muffins or pancakes. The natural sweetness means you can reduce added sugar, making these healthier options that still deliver cramp-preventing nutrients. Now that you know these 3 powerful foods, let's talk about how to combine them for the best results. The best anti-cramping strategy combines all 3 of these powerful foods. Imagine starting your day with a boiled egg and a slice of whole grain toast topped with almond butter and banana slices. Or ending your evening with a small handful of walnuts and a banana. These simple combinations deliver protein, potassium, and magnesium, the trio of nutrients your muscles desperately need to function properly. I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. Living with chronic leg cramps isn't just about physical pain. It's the emotional toll that can be truly devastating. The frustration of trying remedy after remedy without finding relief. The helplessness you feel when your body seems to betray you night after night. The way your world gradually shrinks as you avoid activities that might trigger an episode. Many of the seniors I work with tell me how leg cramps have robbed them of their independence. They stop traveling because they're afraid of being stranded in pain away from home. They decline social invitations because they're exhausted from another sleepless night. Some even move to single-floor homes because navigating stairs becomes too frightening when cramps could strike at any moment. But proper nutrition isn't just about preventing pain. It's an act of love, whether for yourself or someone you care for. When my own mother was struggling with leg cramps, I remember the look of gratitude on her face after the first week of implementing these dietary changes. For the first time in years, she told me, "I'm not afraid to go to sleep. I want you to understand something crucial. Leg cramps are not an inevitable part of aging that you simply have to accept. They're often your body's way of telling you it's missing specific nutrients it needs to function correctly." The medical community is increasingly recognizing that nutrition, not medication, is often the most effective first-line treatment for age-related muscle problems. Instead of accepting cramps as just part of getting older, you now have natural tools to fight back. Simple foods, available in any grocery store, that can dramatically transform your experience of aging. Foods that work with your body's own systems to keep muscles functioning as they should. Now, I understand that making multiple dietary changes at once can feel overwhelming, especially if you've been following the same routine for years. If that's the case, I suggest starting with just one of these foods. Bananas are often the easiest place to begin. They're affordable, readily available, and require no preparation. Once you're comfortable with that addition, slowly incorporate the others. A food and symptom journal can be incredibly valuable during this process. Simply note which cramp-fighting foods you ate each day and rate any cramping on a scale from 0 to 10. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you identify which foods provide the most relief for your specific body. I should mention that while these dietary approaches work for most people, some seniors may have severe deficiencies that require more targeted intervention. If you've consistently implemented these changes for a month without improvement, speak with your healthcare provider about testing for magnesium, potassium, or vitamin D deficiencies. Sometimes a temporary supplement might be needed alongside dietary changes to restore levels more quickly. Let me share just one more success story that illustrates the power of these simple changes. Richard, a 76-year-old former teacher, had been experiencing leg cramps so severe that he'd been prescribed muscle relaxants. The medication left him groggy and increased his fall risk, yet still didn't entirely eliminate the cramps. After learning about these 3 foods, he diligently incorporated them into his daily routine. Within 6 weeks, he was able to work with his doctor to reduce his medication, and after 3 months, he no longer needed it at all. While these changes may seem simple, almost too simple to be effective, they can truly make the difference between nights of agony and peaceful sleep, between a life limited by pain and one filled with the activities you love. The research behind these approaches is solid, but the real proof comes from the thousands of seniors who have reclaimed their mobility and comfort through these methods. Remember, consistency is key to seeing results. Your body needs a steady supply of these nutrients to function optimally. Many people notice some improvement within the first week, but the full benefits often take 3 to 4 weeks to develop as your body rebuilds its nutrient stores. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about these 3 powerful foods for preventing leg cramps. First, nuts and seeds provide muscle-relaxing magnesium that acts as nature's own muscle relaxant. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, and walnuts are particularly effective at restoring the magnesium balance that prevents painful cramping. Just 1 ounce daily, a small handful, can make a significant difference in how your muscles function. Second, eggs deliver complete protein along with vitamin B12 for muscle and nerve health. They help combat age-related muscle loss while supporting proper nerve signaling and muscle contraction. 1 egg per day provides the building blocks your muscles need for proper repair and function. Third, bananas offer potassium to regulate muscle contractions and prevent the hyperexcitability that leads to cramping. Their unique combination of potassium, magnesium, and B vitamins makes them particularly effective against nighttime leg cramps. A single banana in the evening can help you sleep through the night cramp-free. Remember, consistency is everything with these approaches. Your body needs regular replenishment of these nutrients, not just when you remember or when cramps are already occurring. The proper portions matter too. More isn't necessarily better, especially with nuts and seeds where calories can add up quickly. I'd love to hear from you now. Which of these 3 foods do you think would be easiest to add to your diet? Or do you already eat some of them regularly? Let me know in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear to take that first step. Have you tried other foods that help with leg cramps? Maybe tart cherry juice, which some find helpful, or perhaps coconut water. Share your experience. Your tip could help someone else in our community who's still searching for relief. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button to help others find this video. YouTube's algorithm notices when viewers engage with content, and your simple click can help this information reach someone who desperately needs it. Subscribe to Elderly Healthcare for more practical nutrition tips that can dramatically improve senior wellness. We're dedicated to sharing evidence-based strategies that help you or your loved ones age with dignity, comfort, and independence. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming video on simple exercises that complement these foods for even stronger legs. Together, proper nutrition and targeted movement create the most powerful approach to preventing cramping and maintaining mobility. Remember, you deserve to age without unnecessary pain. Adding these foods is a simple step toward more comfortable and active golden years. You've worked hard your entire life. Now it's time to enjoy these years with the comfort and mobility you deserve. From all of us at Elderly Healthcare, thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay nourished, and I'll see you in the next video.